Jack brings his mother and sister to his house. Seeing them, his wife smiles politely and says, "Mom, sister, how did you come here?" The mother-in-law replies in a harsh tone, "What? Are we not allowed to come here?" Tina responds calmly, "Mom, that's not what I meant." "All right, forget it. Come in, sit down and eat," she says politely. "I'll get chopsticks for you." After saying this, she goes inside. At the same time, Jack also says, "Come on, Mom and sister, please sit down." A short while later, while sitting at the dining table, the mother-in-law says, "I'll speak honestly. I sold my old house and the money was used for my younger son's wedding. Now my daughter and I will live here. I have no other place to stay, you understand, right?" Hearing this, Tina looks confused and says, "Mom, this doesn't seem appropriate." Then she turns to her husband and says, "Mom and sister have come. Why didn't you discuss this with me first?" At this point, the mother-in-law says sternly, "Huh? My son is the head of this household. Why do I need to discuss anything with you? What kind of wife are you?" Jack then says firmly, "This house is big enough. My mother and sister can live anywhere. What's your problem with that?" The mother adds, "I'll stay in my son's room. And daughter-in-law, you will prepare my bed every night." Tina responds calmly, "Mom, if you want support in old age, you should ask your son, not me. You gave birth to him, not to me." Hearing this, the mother-in-law says angrily, "What kind of talk is this? What do you mean?" Tina replies politely but firmly, "Mom, since the day I married into this family, from marriage to childbirth, have you ever contributed money or help? When I was suffering after childbirth, I begged you to take care of me for a few days. But what did you do? You deliberately stayed at your younger son's house and refused to come. I even offered to pay you to take care of me for a few days, but you still refused." At this point, the sister-in-law says angrily, "What are you saying? You have no manners talking to elders. She is your mother-in-law and you're senior." Jack also supports her and says, "Yes, exactly. My sister is not wrong. Even if my mother made mistakes, she is still my mother. She is your elder, your mother-in-law. If you don't let them live here today, I will not tolerate it." Hearing this, Tina says angrily, "That's enough. Even if she is your mother, she does not have the right to interfere in our lives unconditionally. Most family conflicts happen because mothers-in-law interfere too much." She then says to her husband, "You never mediate or try to resolve things. I'm making it clear. The day we got married, we became a separate family. Your parents are a separate family. There can only be one woman managing a household. If you don't understand this, these conflicts will never end." Hearing this, Jack says, "Unbelievable. I married such a troublesome woman. I'm telling you, if this marriage can continue, it will. If not, then we'll end it. Leave." The mother-in-law adds, "Son, leave her. I'll find you another one. 18 years old." She further says, "A good woman stays at home, cooks and eats quietly, doesn't wander outside, doesn't form unnecessary friendships, and doesn't go out to work." Tina responds firmly, "If I don't work, how will this house run? Who pays the school fees? Your son spends money all day. You don't even know how much he earned." At that moment, the mother-in-law angrily says, "Son, divorce her and throw her out." Linda says, "Let me make this clear. This house was bought by my parents before my marriage. Now I'm asking you to leave." So friends, how did you like today's story?